Say some things. Please. Don't scare me.
I
Sweet.
think I got a delay on like the stream, but yeah.
Also, I can hear the stream chat. Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. The stream. It's freaking me out.
That's like the stream.
Yeah, just turn off the stream.
Alright.
What? Shut up. Shuffle.
So,
Also, so I hope you follow the drill of what I've done so far. Do you have any specific questions you want me to cover, or do you just want to go over, just play a few matches and me go over your stuff?
I think it would be best to just, you know, hook in and give it a good go because I'm getting a feeling we're going to have a long list of things to improve on.
So just play a few matches and see what's up? If
Yeah,
at any
let's
point
see.
you have any questions, just stop me and let me know. We can discuss it right there and then. I don't want to wait till the end.
Alright, sounds good.
I don't know if I have you on my Steam. Yeah, I don't. I have to invite you.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. Let's see if
I'll
we
try
can
the
improve.
black magic. Friends. No, that's the wrong one. Library. That's the one I want.
Alright,
There.
there
And
you
go
go.
profile. Oh, I can just add you here. That's great. And then I can just go invite, and I can just go here. That's cool. As soon as you join, I'll start the time.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Sweet. And we just go. Do you want me to pick a specific character or any specific team of any kind?
Nah, man, you just do what you do.
Sweet. What I'll do now is I want to mix it up a bit, so I'll go Philia Brass. Do you want me to go solo or do you want me to go team?
I don't mind.
Okay, sweet. Use Beowulf. Okay, Plaz, I'll use it like Beowulf is not very helpful for teaching, so I'm not gonna do that. So I won't do that. Also, shut up, Plaz. Don't distract me. Stoner.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's time to fight!
Oh, I blocked that.
Yeah, I did notice that. Thanks for pulling it out, TJ. Okay.
Yeah, I screwed up the gnomes.
Yeah, it's all good. Also, people are saying that you're echoing through your mic, so I don't know if that's something you can fix or not, but letting you know.
They're saying I'm what?
You're echoing through your mic, like people can hear the game through your mic.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't actually have a mic.
You don't have like a headset or whatever?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Maybe turn the game down a bit?
Alright, give me a sec. I'll turn the settings, like, off and that.
Okay. I should stop the time.
Yeah, I was gonna request that.
Yeah.
Alright, good to go.
Oh, you back in?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you an invite. As soon as you get back in, I'll start the time again. Sweet. And we go. Sorry, I'm just taking turn. You know what I want to do? Since everybody loves big band, everybody's gonna get a big band. I'll play 2 more matches and then we'll go over some stuff. Unless you want me to go over stuff like right away.
Alright, I'll probably go for team after this then.
Sweet. Nice.
I was gonna do that. Why did that whip?
Ah, nice.
Nice.
People messaging on Discord, let's check that.
Player 1 is best.
Okay, after this one, I'll go over some stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Back on the beat. Konnichiwa. Who will be the czar tonight? Crush them!
Bye bye, Bella.
Oh. Oh, wow. Sweet, that's that. That's, I'll just make a training lobby real quick. Feel free, feel free to pick the characters you want. Were you saying something, sorry?
Nope.
Oh, okay, sweet. I'll make a training lobby right away. Ah, what the hell? Wrong lobby.
Hey.
Sweet, let's go. Okay. I like how Shuffle said, "Oh God, he can now use AC," and as soon as that happened, your characters were dead. Or your Bella was dead. So that was pretty funny. Sweet.
Air conditioning?
Alpha counter.
Oh.
Doesn't matter too much anyway, but you know. Okay, so I want you to tell me as soon as we start the thingy, what happened in that match. Also, what mouse is there?
Let me think. I lost.
Okay, that's a good start.
I wasn't very careful with my head, and I think at a fair few points.
How much do you think
Like-
that affected the match?
Oh, not much at all, but it's worth pointing out.
Right. Fair enough. No, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just letting you know, like
Yeah,
how
no,
much of stuff
absolutely.
Yeah.
Here to learn, after all.
Yeah.
What was the question?
How? What happened in the match?
Oh, alright. Well, I got hit with the brass knuckles a fair bit.
Okay.
The kobold.
I'll go to Big Band because it's pertinent. How did you get hit by brass knuckles?
Didn't push block quick enough.
What do you mean exactly? Like, describe to me the situation. What was happening?
Alright, well, let's say... let's say we'd we'd go off to neutral or something. We'd be like maybe this far away.
Right.
It's sort of like... From here, I've sort of got the option to just sort of fiber over it. So I'm pretty sure fiber's invincible. at the start,
Fiber's
anyway.
invincible at the very start, but after as soon as
Right.
as soon as the active hitboxes come out, it's not invincible. So.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that explains that. Well, yeah. So at about this range, I was just, getting caught with cheeky knuckles.
Right. So like, can you describe the situation in a bit more detail? Because you need I don't want to sound criticizing or like condescending at all, but the fact that you can't recognize the situation shows to me you kind of don't have enough of a memory to go back and kind of recognize the things that can that will help you improve. Like if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So basically, like if you can't remember what was happening to you and how you were getting hit, how are you gonna adapt to the fact that somebody's hitting you in a certain way?
Yeah, good question.
So, let's say so you were saying like you were at this range and you were just getting hit by me just doing this. What were you trying to do in relation to that? Once you saw it the first time, what did you try to do against it?
Well, even coming in, I'd noticed that you've been doing that with most of the other guys, so I had it in my head even watch out for the knuckles, make sure that you're not, just randomly pushing buttons in neutral.
Right. So wait, you were looking for me to push buttons in neutral or you?
I was waiting for you to do knuckles so I could block it and then just jab it.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
But I don't know if it was lag or just crap. But anyway.
Do you think it could have been the fact that I was mixing up my timing? That I was not doing do you know the concept of beats?
You mean yeah, it would be.
Doing it on beat, like 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you recognize that?
Yep.
Do you recognize I could do it like this, or I could do it like this? There's a bit of a timing change.
Do that again.
There's a between the first two and the last two. Is there a bit of a difference?
Not to my untrained eye.
Okay, just look at it okay. I'll call it out. Look at the difference, because there is. That's the first two. And there's the second two. Is there a bit of a difference?
Yeah, the second two was
Yeah.
further apart.
So, if you're looking to hit a button, and if it's because for the most part, you were getting messed up by the spacing a lot. Like I was doing it over here, and you were trying to trying to snap me for sticking it out the second time, and you were getting hit for it. The fact that you don't remember it shows that you weren't able to adapt to it quite well. So that's something you want to build towards, is that you want to recognize. You want to remember the fact every time you got hit. Every time, well, not even just get hit. Every time your momentum was disrupted. Because this is essentially disrupting your momentum, right?
Yep.
You're trying to do things in neutral, and you go, I'm going to do my blah, 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 and my blah, 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 and my blah, 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 and then this just hits you, and you go, BAM! And you're like, wait, what? And then I do it again, and you're like, wait, what the hell? And then, you should be more cognizant of catching those things, and then going, okay, this is disrupting my momentum. And then you know, something or other, at the very least, something is disrupting my momentum, and the next time you're in that sort of situation, in that spacing, you have to look for, okay, he's doing this. What do I have to beat it? And I've covered it in a... Shut the fuck up, Shuffle. I've covered it in a... with the CJ example, with Cobalt a bit as well. You have 3 different options. Universally, you have 3 different options to beat it. You have just blocking it and just push blocking him away, which serves well to push him towards the corner. It's a very low risk, low reward option. You can, or, I mean, this is a bit of a mid risk, mid reward. You can dash block it, so you can be dashing and then blocking at the same time. Do you recognize that that's a thing? Do you know that's a thing?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you can dash block against it, and again you can push block it, right? If the mid risk is that you're coming towards him, and he might be able to mix you up by doing a grab or hitting you with something else that you might not be looking for. But you close the space towards him, and you're still trying to push him towards the corner. And the fact that if you block a brass close enough, you might be able to bait him into doing some sort of a reversal option up close that he might be like, oh, he's too close to me, I'm just gonna do this. You know, that you might be able to bait out or something. So that's a bit of a mid-risk, mid-reward option. The high-risk, high-reward option you have here is running up and just chicken blocking it. Running up and just blocking in the air. The benefit of that is if you block the brass, you can land and you will have no blocks on you, and then you can, you know, stick out your long crouching lacking and get a full combo.
Right. It's a good way to bait beat extend as well.
Sorry?
It's a good way to bait beat extend doing that as
Yeah,
well.
the thing that it loses to is me doing a preemptive air throw or doing A-train or A-train backed up with an assist, which is pretty strong for me. You know? So there's a few options that you have that you should be picking, and I've mentioned this with everybody because I think it's a very important thing that a lot of people are not getting here, is you should recognize the fact that your opponent is doing certain things, and even though, like, again, this is a fast game, right? There's a lot of stuff happening on the fly. There's not a lot of time to react to everything, and not a lot of time to make options up on the fly. So what you should be doing instead is, because you've mentioned that fact that you were not able to do something on the fly, partially due to online, I suppose, is preemptively make a decision about certain things. Preemptively just go, okay, my opponent is going to do this. I'm going to do this to beat it. And mess around. Of course, like, their opponent is going to react to you based on what options you're taking, right? So if I saw you jump like dash jump blocking a lot, I would stop doing this, or I would do this more with assist or something, you know, or I would do more A-train or something. All of this is following so far? None of this is confusing?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Sweet. So the thing that, like, a lot of people have trouble with adapting is they don't recognize the fact that your opponent is using certain options, and they might not remember all the things that they can do to beat a certain thing that I am trying to do, you know, or like, I'm trying to do something, you have to try to beat it, and you might not remember all the things that you can do to beat it, you know, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
So far everything's following, nothing is super complicated.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
As far as your combos go, your combos just work on a little bit more. It's a bit of an inconsistency issue. I think you might just be picking this character up. So, you know, just work on it. You get there in no time. The more you work on it. So combos, like, to me, combos are not an issue. If you can't do a combo, that's fine. Just spend like an hour in training mode and you'll be able to do it like 10 out of 10. You know, it doesn't really matter to me. What matters is, one other thing that matters that I saw you do a bunch is that you saw me symbol, and then you dashed under me and jabbed me, which was really good. And I was wondering whether that was an option that you did more often or not. And
Yeah, that's a favorite of mine against, you know, the people start doing crazy stuff in the air.
right, yeah,
Fortune's really good dash. I can just sort of dash underneath shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So you can just do that and be like, I don't want to deal with your stupid air-to-air option, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, why even try jumping at that when you...
Yeah, there's no point. You might get hit or something, like, and then you lose like a bunch of damage for like no reason, right?
Yeah. And because, yeah, there's no point in contesting.
Yeah, there's no point in contesting it because it's a big ass hitbox, and if you get hit, you get a big combo. Or I get a big combo, relatively big anyway.
That and I don't have very many good, you know, air-to-air options as Fortune.
Yeah, jump medium punch is like your best thing in your air throw is kind of whatever. The most two are okay. Again, is there anything else that you want me to kind of cover that you had trouble with in the set?
Nothing's springing to mind, but I'm sure some...
Because if so, we have 2 minutes left, and I can, if you want to end it early, I can do that.
Oh man, that was quick. All right, yeah, no, I think I'm out of questions.
So what was that?
Yeah, I'm all good at this end.
Okay, sweet. So like, if you don't really have anything, I didn't really like show anything else like really scary to you. I didn't really jump in with a bunch of buttons or whatever. Kind of just wanted to see how you were dealing with my neutral game, and you were adapting relatively well. But I think one thing you might want to consider, and this is not something that might make a lot of sense right now, or maybe even like a month from now, or even 2 months from now, but somewhere down the line, this might make more sense. You should try to gauge how your opponent is adapting to you, and this will make like sense as the words I say, but it will not make sense by the time by the way you're playing. And the thing that you said, like, oh, like, because the one thing that really stood out to me was as I was doing an air throw against you, you were like, I was gonna do that, and I didn't understand why you thought that, because I wasn't jumping at you, and then I was adapting to you air throwing me, and then, you know, like, because you were jumping at me a bunch after I did the brass, right? I was like, I'm gonna brass, he's gonna jump at me, I'm gonna air throw it. I didn't understand why you air threw there, because I was never jumping at you in that situation, you know?
I don't know, I just, maybe it was subconscious or something like that, but I just sort of felt like a jump was coming. And I think probably it's just it's a case of me sort of being like, oh, I recognize this range and this picture is familiar, they might jump here, and so why not try and just, you know, grab that.
Right, but I was never jumping, so I don't know why you made that read, right? You should try to make reads based on what your opponent is doing. Air throw is a good option, sure. Also, time is up, so I should, like, shut... I'm not gonna stop you right now, but finish the conversation, please.
Right, yeah, like, I know what you're saying now, in that, when I said that's what I was gonna do, it wasn't a case of me reading you or being preemptive or being, like, smart or anything. That was just me sort of being like, let's do an air grab. Oh,
yeah.
Air grab me first.
Yeah. So, like, again, to kind of put everything into a big summary that you can go back and read, I guess, or listen to, is always pay attention to what your opponent is doing and have several counters to what strategy they are taking against you. You know?
Alright. Yep.
So, that pretty much covers it. Hopefully this was useful. I should quit the lobby right now. Was this useful at all to you?
Yeah, it's always good to get tutored by someone who knows it.
Sweet. So that's pretty much that. I'll kick you out of the thingy, and then I'll get the next person, which is